At 7:15 a.m. on Sunday morning, October 5th, 1997, the Charlotte, Mecklenburg, North Carolina police received a call from a woman named Tammy Gant. She told police her husband David hadn't returned home from his job at the Loomis-Fargo warehouse the night before, and she was concerned. The Charlotte Police Department dispatched an officer to investigate. Upon arriving at Loomis-Fargo, the patrolman surveyed the scene. David Gant's pickup truck was parked outside the warehouse gate. The chain-link fence was open. So was the warehouse door. Something appeared to be terribly wrong. The officer contacted dispatch. The Charlotte police notified Loomis-Fargo, and a supervisor arrived to try and sort out what had happened. David Gant was nowhere to be found. The vault was locked, but all the keys were missing, along with a company van. There were no signs of forced entry. The supervisor told police that Gant worked the night before and was scheduled to close up the vault along with a trainee. He took the police officer to the security center. There he found the videotapes from 2 of the security camera's VCRs had been taken. In a second cabinet, he found a VCR with its tape still recording. There on this tape was Vault Supervisor David Gant emptying the vault.
I can't believe it. It's David Gant.
Loomis had been robbed. Because the money stolen from Loomis-Fargo belonged to federally insured banks, the crime was a federal offense. The FBI was called in. At the time the agents arrived, they knew only that Vault Supervisor David Gant, a Loomis-Fargo armored van, and an unknown amount of money from the vault were all missing. Crime scene technicians processed the facility. It was a puzzling crime scene, according to Charlotte FBI agent Mark Rossi.
What you notice is a lack of anything noticeable. It's not a crime scene in which there are bodies and blood and things strewn all about. It's just a big, empty-looking warehouse. You don't know how much money's missing to get in the vault. And then you sort of gather your thoughts and gather the agents and say, what do we know and where do we go from here?
Because all the keys were missing, Loomis officials were locked out of their own vault. To learn what happened, they would have to break in.
Well, obviously, your concern immediately is with the missing body with David Gant. Was he abducted? Was he harmed? Was he forced to do something against his will? Is he still on the premise? Is he locked inside the vault?
But David Gant wasn't in the vault. In fact, nothing was in the vault. Gant had taken everything. FBI agent John Wydra.
We're talking about 2,800 pounds in currency, mostly $20 bills. They used the 20s to stack the ATM machines. So most of it was in $20 bills. Almost $11 million in $20 bills was missing. It was a total of $17 million, $17.3 million that turned up missing.
6, 4, 7.
This money would be impossible to trace. None of the cash was marked. It had come from general circulation, and the serial numbers on the bills were non-sequential. With nothing to look at and no clues inside the warehouse, the investigators hoped the robbers left some clue outside. The agents started by looking at David Gant's truck. They found something interesting in the ashtray. A wedding ring.
When we found David's wedding band in his truck, the question arose, is David sending us a signal? Is he trying to tell us that he has cut ties with his loved ones, that he's moving on, that he's starting a new life?